Hi guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Pria. I used to make travel vlogs, but in 2020 I decided to diversify my channel a little bit, and I think that was the best idea ever because now with the coronavirus I don't think I'm going to be able to travel in 2020, but we're going to see. I'm filming this on 31st of March 2020. We've been quarantined for 18 days, yay! And I've been receiving messages from my friend asking if I'm okay, if I'm handling the situation well, and the truth is that I'm doing amazing. And I can understand the fact that people can get bored, but I don't understand how people can complain about this situation, if you know what I mean. I'm currently editing and I just wanted to clarify something. When I said that I didn't understand how people could complain about the quarantine, I meant that if you are lucky enough to have a roof above your head and food on your table, and if your only worry is the lack of social interaction and boredom, then I don't understand how you can complain about this, because there are people out there who have it so much harder than you. Of course, if due to the coronavirus you have lost your job, if you're struggling with money, if you're afraid of going bankrupt, then I completely understand how this situation can be horrifying for you, and I feel for you. So I really meant to say that if you are privileged enough to not have this kind of worries, then you shouldn't be complaining right now. So I just want to clarify this before everyone comes attacking me in the comments. Now back to the video. But I've always been a positive person, so in this video we're gonna talk about 12 positive things about being quarantined. So let's go. The number one thing is that you're saving money. To see how much you have saved up because, or should I say, thanks to this quarantine situation, I suggest you to compare the transactions you've made in February with the transactions you've made in March. Personally, I have saved up over 200 euros, so I should be thankful. Number two, you have finally time for a hobby. You have all the time you need to finally spend time doing what you like and not working like a slave. And if by looking at your bank transactions you realize that your only hobbies were eating out and buying overpriced coffee, then congratulations, you have all the time you need to find something you like doing. It can be writing, painting, making art with your hair, I don't know what you're into, it could be anything. You have all the time you need to try different things to find a hobby that you like doing. And it's so important to have a hobby. Otherwise you just go to work and go to sleep, and that's not really a life. That's the life capitalism would like you to lead, but that's not a good life, mate. Me, for example, I hate baking and cooking, but my mom taught me how to do this Bangladeshi dessert and I did it perfectly. And I also baked this coconut and lemon cake. I already ate half of it, so you can only imagine how good this was. Number three, you can test the strength of your relationship. If after 8 days of being quarantined together, you can still stand the sound of your spouse breathing, then there's a high chance you guys are made for each other. And if not, then you're just gonna join the long line of people fighting for divorce. And also with this quarantine, you're gonna witness what kind of worker your spouse is, and that is priceless. Number four, there's gonna be a lot of fish in the sea after this quarantine.
If you are currently single and are afraid to die alone,
then fear not, my friend, because if there was a lot of fish in the sea before, there will be even more with the new divorced people joining the single club. And because one person's fortune is another person's happiness, if you've never moved on and are still in love with your high school lab mate David, then be patient because you never know what's gonna happen. Number five, this quarantine is good news for the environment. It caused pollution levels to decline, the air quality to improve in many countries. It has greatly reduced carbon emissions. I think you've all seen the pictures of the clear waters in Venice canals, where after all these years you could finally see the fish swim. To me, it just looks like human beings have made too many mistakes, and now Mother Earth has grounded us for 1 month. 6 to think about what we did. I think this could be a lesson that even when the quarantine is over, that we need to change our habits drastically, because this earth is the only home we all have and we have to take care of it. Those pictures show us that The earth can heal and it is healing. I hope we're not gonna go back to the way it was. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit too optimistic, but I hope it's gonna change things. That's it. Number 6. Introverts are thriving right now. First of all, introverts don't have to make up any excuses if they don't want to attend to a social event because social events have been cancelled. And second of all, oh my god, look at all those extroverts asking you for advice on what to do at home because they're so bored and miss social interaction so much. Oh my god. Pathetic. The sun is setting on Brussels. Number 7. Now is the time to slow down. In our normal daily life, we never stop. We wake up, go to work, go to the gym, come back home, cook, cry because our kid asked us a math question we didn't know the answer of. And we just never stop. It's a never-ending cycle. I have friends who have 2 jobs and they're full-time students. So see this quarantine as an opportunity to slow down and focus on what's important. Spend time with your family. Ask yourself the right questions. Are you where you want to be in life? Do you like your job? Do you see yourself doing this in 2 years or 5 years? If not, then maybe it's time to change something. Now is the time to reflect. The quarantine isn't eternal, but so are your parents, so is your dog. So spend time with them, cherish those moments, enjoy every single moment you can spend with them because those moments will never come back. Now is the time to spend time with your family. Number 8. You're giving your liver a break. Do I even need to explain this point?
You go party, you damage liver, who's gonna pay for surgery, huh? Me. Why? Because I pay taxes. That's right, that's me. Me, I'm gonna save you, okay? Stay home, drink tea, and sometimes spill it.
Number 9. You can't fail your exams if there are no exams. Number 10. You are always on time now. In fact, even if work starts at 8 p.m. and you wake up at 7:59, you are still perfectly on time. How amazing is that? Number 11. You can now easily spot fuckboys. Imagine you're in the early stages of dating and the person on the other side takes 4 hours to respond and then he comes back and says,
I'm so sorry, beautiful. I was busy taking care of my sick mother. She's been like this since the death of my 16 brothers and sisters. They all died in a car crash while they were on their way to visit our dad who abandoned us before we were born.
And they always have the saddest backstory for some reason, and he left you unread and he left you wondering if he's playing with your feelings or not. Well, now you don't have to wonder anymore because everyone's at home. If he takes 4 hours to respond to your text, he ain't interested, sis. Number 12. Content creators, now is your time to shine. People are at home with nothing to do except maybe work. So what are they doing? They're watching Netflix and that's right, YouTube. So if you're a musician, a singer, a vlogger, or if you're like me and you have no talent except making a fool of yourself on the internet, either way, now is the time to have a YouTube channel because no matter what your content is, people will watch it. And why? Because they have nothing better to do. So now is the time to get that watch time up, baby. And that's it for this week's video. I hope you liked it. I hope it made you realize that there's a positive side to everything and anything. Except maybe hunger, poverty, war, Trump being president. But besides that, there's a positive side to almost anything. So if you like this type of content, don't forget to drop a like. Tell me in the comments down below one positive thing you find about this quarantine. If you like my bubbly personality, you can subscribe. I post 1 video a week every Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. The sun has set, the timing is perfect. Bye! And that is a wrap. I can now see. Woo-hoo-hoo.